Um, the thing is, as far as having children is concerned, is that when people look at children, they think they are small little things, right? So they think that they are not beings first, okay, because they're not grown up. Like, so when they see something big and grown up, they think that's a person, but this is a child or a kid or whatever terminology is given, which I've told the difference between a kid and a child, what it is in previous talks we had. The thing is that when you're looking at a being, when somebody's taking a body, so what is happening in a being is taking this physical human form. That's what is called birth. Okay, what's called birth is a being is taking this physical human form, which is a prison. So basically, a being is being born into prison. Okay. Now, if uh, beings, which are people, don't understand that for themselves, even that I'm in prison, okay, so how can they be conscious about what they're reproducing and that being will be in prison too? They won't factor that in because they don't factor it in for themselves. They don't know it for themselves. So how can they be conscious about it? Or so whenever you're bringing a being in like that, okay, then there's a sense of responsibility, right? With that,
There should be.
they, I mean, that automatically is, in nature there is, but for a human being it is more, because you have more consciousness than animals. You don't know, people are doing it like animals, but human being is supposed to be different from animals in the sense that we have consciousness and we can take conscious decision. Like, animals will not make that decision that whether you to have a kid or baby or not. They just do it. Okay, but we can make it either way. So we have this freedom, free will, which is called free will, freedom of choice in regards to a lot of things. So even to exercise that freedom of choice or freedom of, like free will, you need to know something about what this plane is, what is a human body, what is it for. You need to know, understand all of these things first. Okay, if you don't understand any of these things and you reproduce, okay, then obviously you will not be able to guide that new being who has come in here properly and tell them what the whole thing is about, because you yourself have not taken the time to find it out for yourself. So we have the catch 22 here, like it has to be you first, and then if you decide to bring someone in, then you better tell them the right thing, you know and guide them in that kind of way. But that education is completely missing now, and school obviously doesn't give that education. The beings which have brought that being into this world are not going to give that education. So we have to get to a point collectively as a whole of the humankind where that education is the known to everybody, available to everybody, and that's the whole point of, like, even my speaking out right now to you.